Hey, Strander, I'm wondering if you have to make any adjustments when playing with a defensive partner who shoots right, whether it's the passes you're making on the breakout in the offensive zone or any of the above.
Yeah, a little bit. I think I just gotta kind of look over first just to see if he's going to be on his forehand or backhand, and mostly just comes to communication, like we talked before. And he said he'll usually be on his forehand, so I mean it's not too much to think about. And then in the O zone, I mean it's nice because you can try and set him up for one timers. And yeah, I mean we played pretty solid the past few games, so I think it's been no problem.
In your recent games with the rain before you came up, there was a pretty huge turnaround in what was going on there. Did you kind of notice that from when you first got down to Ontario to where the team left when you came back to the Kings?
Yeah, I could tell. Yeah, it was starting to the vibe around was just starting to get a little bit better, and guys were starting to get more points, and I think guys are just getting more comfortable, and that just helps to the team is doing better. Like Hugh had about I think he was at 5 goals in 5 games, something like that, and then yeah, just everyone Ras was staying hot, and Turks was starting to heat up too, and just all those guys were doing well. So it was good to see those young guys starting to get points and just getting more comfortable.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Thanks, Phils.
Next up is John Hoven.
Hey, just wondering what the feedback is like right now coming from the coaching staff, considering that you guys don't have an opportunity to have a lot of one-on-ones, and you're kind of in that position right now where you need as much feedback as possible or as much communication as possible to, sort of help cement your spot or to get more playing time.
Yeah, I think Jans does a pretty good job of giving us feedback. I think whether it's just seeing us around the room, he'll come up to us and kind of he has a couple points he'll wanna get across to us. So he'll kind of tell us those things, and then I mean, we're still getting our video shifts like every after every game, so I'm always watching those, and I still have some of the development guys like OC and OD. I'm still communicating with those guys if they see something that they kind of wanna share with me. So I mean, yeah, it's tough with all the games every other day, but I think they're trying to give us still a good amount of feedback without overflowing with too much information.
Yeah, while you probably appreciate the friendship and the camaraderie of sort of being part of two teams, is it a little, much at times how you're trying to process the information of you're down with the rain, you're playing with them, there's different guys you're trying to be paired with there, and then you're coming up with the Kings and you're trying to be paired with guys there. Is it sometimes too much information to process in a 24-hour period?
No, I mean it's my job. It's what I signed up to do, and I love doing it. So it's no problem for me, and yeah, no complaints for me. And yeah, I'm just happy to be up with the Kings right now and playing well. And yeah, I'm just happy to be here.
Thanks, appreciate it.
Thanks.
Next up is Nick Nixon.
Hey, Austin. Growing up, have you always played defense?
Yeah, I've always been a D man.
And what drew you to playing the position?
Not too sure. I mean, when I was really young, me and my cousin, he's a year younger than me, we were always on the same team, and we were both, I think, just big guys, bigger than everyone, and we kind of like just being the bash bros in the back end, and then just kind of stuck ever since. And being a bigger guy, I think it's a little bit more lenient for big guys to be D man. So yeah, it just kind of stuck ever since I was young.
So you were paired with your cousin when you were younger as a defensive tandem.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, and were there any players that you kind of followed or idolized throughout your formative years that were in the NHL that you liked to watch?
Yeah, I mean, just being in Calgary, I was a huge Flames fan, so I was going to Flames games all the time and just watching the work ethic of guys like Joe McGinley and just seeing how much the city loved him. And then, fun enough, when he was young, he was there, so it was cool to like they had some studs there. And I mean, now they have some still some solid players. So yeah, I think just those guys watching that team. I think the Flames, I kind of just took in a lot of watching those guys, so I probably learned a lot there.